This is Gavarok welcoming you to Let's Play Heroes Realm. We have just started Chapter 4 with pretty good overworld music, but we're not staying on the overworld, so we're not going to get to see it. This is going to be a short recording session, purely because midway through it we're probably going to end up having to go off and grind, so I'll probably just do 2 videos today. I've brought my family to this monastery to escape the oppression of the Sultan. He was bad before, but now his rule is almost unbearable. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Welcome to my armor shop. I don't have any money, so I'm not going to peruse your armor shop. Welcome to Scatmandu. Oh, wait, it's you, Tarvalin. These people camp here to bask in the glory of the goddess. The monks here are renowned for their piety. This bridge leads to some wilderness in the mountains. I wouldn't head there unless I had at least 3 hearty companions with me. Then we shall not. It seems that many heroes are answering the Guru's call to arms. Would it be wise to create a party that's focused more on magic users? Well, we've already got one of those, and they're in Chapter 2, so no, we don't want one now. In a chest hidden in the water near the moon. The moon? The waterfalls. Here it is. Tiny medal. I like to meditate in the water, but I don't stray near the falls. Who knows what you'd run into there? Probably falls. That's what I say you'd run into. Falls. Behind the statue of the goddess lies a great treasure. Or so I've heard. We'll keep that in mind. The Sultan has been most cruel of late. He taxes the people too much, and I mean it figuratively and literally. Ha ha ha! Not that clever, girl. The monastery of Scatmandu is an isolated outpost on the northern fringe of the large country of Indopal. Oh, hi Tarvalin. You already know all that shit. The abbot is waiting inside. We'll talk to him eventually. We have travelled a long way to worship the goddess Christian here, but no other place in the world is more devout than Scatmandu.
Every 5 years we make a pilgrimage here from the fields of Germania. We barely made it into Indopal this time. For one reason or another, the Sultan has made it quite difficult to cross the border. We had to sneak in underground. It's probably so there's a reason why in this chapter, even though you are on the mainland, you can't just go anywhere you like. And there's Tiny Metal's hut down in that well, but we don't really need to go there. At least I assume it's a Tiny Metal's hut, because that appears to be the fixture of every first town. Still, we'll quickly check, make sure there isn't a chest or something. Nah, that's the Tiny Metal hut, which we don't need to go to, because we don't have enough Tiny Metals for it to be worth it. So we won't. There is a wounded soldier resting in the temple. He hails from Saugon, the village that was attacked by demons. I don't know what gender you are. Is the end of days nigh? Demons have broken out of the void and have begun the war of terror and darkness. Tiny Medal. Tarvalin, please go save the abbot. Saugon was raised by a horde of demons that have just escaped the void. There is no time to lose. And that's where we started. On our cliff top overlooking the world. Let's take a look, shall we? It's cloudy out. That's about it, really. It's kind of boring up here. Let's get going. It was either that or start chanting Nya Siwenya, but we don't have any lions. Ahead lies the Mirror Cavern. Inside there is a giant mirror. Nobody really knows what it's for, but it's kind of neat anyways. I think I've been there before. Yes, I have in the last video. It's been a while since my last one, which I seem to be saying with every recording session. It's mostly because I've been a bit sick, and I've been starting uni. Well, I haven't actually started it yet. By the time the video's up, I will have, but more the organisational stuff that goes around it. Welcome to the Registrar. I will aid you in selecting your companions. Are you ready to select your companions? Why not? What gender will your companion be? Male. This will be my all-male party. Mostly so that I don't have to kill the women, like I'm going to have to kill the men in order to get into the women-only room in Chapter 5. Not kill them permanently, but, you know, kill them temporarily. What is his name? Gavarok. Finally! 4 chapters in before we get my avatar of sorts, but we're finally here. Please select the class of your companion. Our final mage, the Wizard, or the Black Mage. Wizards are the masters of black magic. They learn black magic spells sooner than any other class. Their MP and intelligence are incredibly high. However, they are weak fighters and can only equip a handful of equipment. This class, the Sage, is one of those bonus master classes or expert classes or whatever they're called that you're not meant to, well, you're not meant to take them straight away, but you can access them now. Is what he will eventually be. But for now, he's going to be a wizard purely because I don't want to take the cheap route of getting those classes early. If I wasn't Let's Playing this, I probably would just go straight to Sage, but like I said at the very beginning, I want to just show every class, because I feel like that's what I should do. So yeah, he just learns black magic, whereas the Sage learns white and effect and every... yeah. I'll go into it when I get a Sage, there's no point doing it now. Wizard! Congratulations, Gavarok is now a wizard, as he should be. Well, he should be a Sage, but this is good enough. Male. Alizol. Or he goes by the nickname Alex. He was originally just Alex, but I thought that didn't sound fantasy enough, so I went with Alizol. He's kind of like what I picture Alex from Golden Sun would be if he wasn't a complete dick. Like if he was a good guy. So, in this game he should be a Paladin. Paladin, the Holy Fighter. Paladins are great fighters with access to a moderate number of white magic spells. They are masters of the Bless magic, making them deadly versus the undead. Their healing skills make them a decent support character. We shall take Alizol as a Paladin. Next companion, male again. This guy... I've gotten a couple comments about the ridiculously long names of some of my characters, and you're right, most of them are like 3-syllable fantasy names that I came up with when I was a lot younger, that have just stuck with me because I've liked them. But in terms of long names, those of you who aren't particularly fond of them, I apologise in advance for the final member of our party. The final new party member we shall get in this game. Astrolonoid. Astrolonoid is going to be a bandit, the Agile Thief. With the highest agility of any class, the bandit is a master of speed. They have the ability to steal items from enemies as well as set traps for various effects. After battle, the bandit has a chance to find hidden loot. That's just an automatic thing. Bandit is kind of crap. They steal, which is nice, but beyond that, the traps aren't that great, and the find loot thing is cool, but not, like, necessary. But he's not going to be a bandit forever. He's going to change classes eventually into the best class in the game, which makes sense. Technically, Astrolonoid, the character, is an assassin, but you can't get one of those in this game. The closest you can get is the class he's eventually going to be. So we have our final party. Tarvalin, Gavarok, Alizol, and Astrolonoid. Good God, how many letters is in that? 10? 12? 11? 11, I think, unless I counted wrong. Yeah, that is a long name. But that's what he's always been. Stealing and chance to confuse, which would be good if it was, like, not so chancy, but it is. Hey, at least he levels quick. In down here, we don't really need it, but we'll take a look. And pick up a herb. Do you have access to healing straight away? No, you don't, but you will get it eventually. And hiccup. How can people worry about demons attacking a small remote village when there are such larger problems looming in on the horizon? Probably because they murdered a bunch of children and innocent villagers. That'd be my reason, dick. You can form a party by talking to the registrar. He's sitting behind his desk. If you didn't already know that 4 chapters in, God have mercy on your stupid, stupid soul. Cypress Stick can go to Gavarok. The village. The people. Little Laura Lee. The demons came out of nowhere. No one had a chance. Please, Tarvalin, do something. I can't remember whether I went with British in this chapter last video or if I went with American. I generally go with British for these ones because I don't want to give everyone... This is technically sort of India-ish, but while I can do that for a character, I don't want to do it for a whole area because it would get old fast, and I'd probably just come across as rather racist. I tend to stick to the Australian, American... Well, I don't actually do Australian accents, generally. I will be in this game eventually, because there's a surprise coming up later on, but I don't generally use those for characters. I generally go with American or English, Irish, Scottish, stuff like that, because those are the ones that I just know how to do naturally. I grew up around Irish grandparents, so that's easy. You hear American and British voices on films and TV all the time, so that sort of came ingrained in my soul. And as for the Scottish, well, I have a Scottish friend. Welcome to the Naming Desk, how may I help you? Have a nice day. You cannot help but be humbled by the majesty of the goddess, while you feel her spirit permeate this very temple. Ah, but I lose myself. Tarvalin, there is an urgent need for a man of your formidable talents. The nearby mountain village of Salgon has been ransacked by a band of demons. No one was left alive, save one, who happened to be the only bastard with a weapon. Huh. May the goddess have mercy on their souls. One lone soldier escaped the carnage. Didn't bother saving anybody else. Ungrateful bastard. And came here to tell of it. Tarvalin, take a party and investigate the ruins of that was once Salgon. Clear any remnants and try to discover their intentions. We may be in more danger than we realize. The world has become such a complicated place. Devilish demons, corrupt royalty, and a lack of faith that is unprecedented. The War of Terror really is here. Go forth, Tarvalin, and rid the world of evil. May the goddess keep you set... I just thought of something, folks. My mic volume. I can't remember resetting it to the level I use for Let's Plays. This might be an incredibly quiet video. With that in mind, I'm going to stop it here, because just in case it is short, I'd rather not prolong it. After which we'll do some exploring, but we'll be very, very careful, because we are fresh and new and level 1. So we're a bit squishy. Fare thee well.